Hello, punters, and welcome to our Derby Day podcast. It's one of the biggest weekends on the racing calendar. At Flemington, we've got a stacked 9-race card, including 3 Group 1s. We've got the Derby, the Coolmore Stakes, the Empire Rose. We're going to go through all 3 of those races. And then up in Sydney, Randwick plays host to the $10 million Golden Eagle, plus a strong support card, headlined by the Russell Balding Stakes.
Yeah,
very excited for that one.
it is a good race.
It's a cracking race.
A little mini Everest, the Russell Balding, and the Rosehill Gold Cup at Randwick. Sort of it's kind of like when the Doomben 10,000 was at Eagle Farm. It just sort of doesn't really work.
the ring to it isn't there. But boys, it's official. We're at the pointy end of the season, and I'm calling it. This is the start of the Melbourne Cup Carnival week.
It actually,
I don't think you have to. I don't think
I'm doing it Thursday. I'm calling it Thursday. I thought we were going to clap then too, but it's all good. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I feel like it really hasn't dawned on me until like yesterday. I'm like, fuck, the next 10 days.
It's come around too quick. I don't like it, to tell you the truth.
Melbourne Cup.
I love the Melbourne Cup. I don't like the fact that it's here and then we have another 12 months to wait for it again.
Yeah.
So
I tell you what, if this is a big up yours to the Everest Carnival, though, I think, because we've spoken about it a lot. Like the Everest has that build up and whatnot, but you just don't froth at the mouth for the Everest like you do Melbourne Cup week. Like once the Everest is over, it's just all systems go into the Cup.
And also, this could also be seen as a win for the Everest because you're right. Like I said, I only really thought about it yesterday. It snuck up on us. We've been worrying about the Everest. Too much attention's being paid on the Everest.
It peaks so much higher, I think. Right.
Yeah. I've really flipped here, haven't I? I was so excited.
I'm a big Melbourne Cup man, but the Everest has done more than its job. It has taken so much limelight from Melbourne.
But it changes now. Like you really do.
Truly.
It really does. Like you said, it kind of kicks you back into gear and go, actually, this is the best time of the year.
Yeah, I think Everest Day had my attention, had most people's attention.
Yeah.
For the first 10 months of the year.
Yeah.
And then Melbourne, but if it's sort of steadied along here and whatnot, and then it's had all that excitement that week out from the Everest with, the carrying.
Nick's really trying to explain a graphic with his fingers. He's trying to explain what's in his head.
Not great for the listeners, but
no, it makes sense. But you know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to make a statement. We're talking about this morning. Next year, we're going to put more into the lead up of the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
So maybe content around, future runs that could end up being in the Melbourne Cup. I just think it's.
We're going to do the form for 12 months for the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, I love it.
I think next year we should be in Melbourne.
I like that.
That should be our goal. Because
we'll need someone to record for us down there.
We wanted to be there this year, but it all did come around.
Yeah, you were meant to be running right now.
Yeah.
And fighting.
You were meant to take off from Bendigo yesterday afternoon.
We couldn't sell that idea, could we?
I don't think it sort of went by the wayside, but maybe next year.
The original plan, we proposed it, and it was a marathon a day from the Bendigo Cup
to
Flemington. You get there on the Friday, so you'd get to the you get there on the Sunday. We figured it out.
You got there for Derby Day.
No, you're not. You get
Maybe
there for the call of the card.
For Derby Day, but
we were there for Derby Day. We weren't even going to Bendigo.
I don't remember.
There was something. It was good.
I think we wanted to get a support car.
Well, that would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You'd want to be there on Derby Day.
Yeah, Thursday, I think you were running
Maybe
Derby
you left Wednesday afternoon.
Well, either way, we didn't get up and running.
No, we didn't. But
Thursday, Friday, so I think that was it.
I don't think.
And now there's a new element we've just found out in the car. Running, and then you fight someone at the end. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
BJ's right into fighting people at the moment, and he's got the tools for it.
I walked in yesterday and he put me to chokehold.
I didn't even realise today. I looked down at my desk and he had me in a figure 4 leg lock.
This is not true. I've been to my first jiu-jitsu class.
I said, what a mix. He can run marathons, he can fight people. We've got to figure out.
Not yet.
We've got to figure out the perfect challenge for him. But it's exciting. What are we doing, Melbourne Cup? So we've got We've been doing live streams on Saturday in our Discord. If you haven't been getting involved with that, you're missing out because they've been very good.
They've been good.
I've been enjoying them. Now we've got to do it. We've got to do our Melbourne Cup preview pod. Yep. I think we should do that Saturday. Barriers aren't out till I think we said 5:30, which we think is Victorian time.
Yeah, got to double
Queensland
check the time zones.
So we might be able to just press record at 4:30 Saturday Arvo and just kind of live react to barriers and tips and things like that.
Go through it, yeah. But we'll have something out. I'd say Saturday night.
Yeah,
probably heaps of content out on our socials all day, sort of Sunday, Monday in the build-up.
I said that to Elise. I said, listen, Saturday night, count me out. No dinner,
Kate
no love making, nothing. I've got to get the Melbourne Cup pod up.
Kate said, what are we doing Sunday? And I said, we're buying the
She was so disappointed.
Buying the Sunday mail from the local newsagents as soon as they open on Sunday morning, and we're just reading the 18-page Melbourne Cup list
2 days of media to get through. So we'll do a pod, Melbourne Cup pod, live stream Saturday, and then we'll live stream Melbourne Cup Day, I believe, is the plan.
Sounds like a plan.
And what a week for you to get involved with members only. We've got a discount going at the moment. We'll have it in the description of this video. But if you want to join us for the next week or the next month of racing, it doesn't end Tuesday.
We still got Champions Day.
Yep.
Champions Day. Oaks Day Thursday.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
I think
we'll have involved.
We'll have pub picks as well. So if
I think we'll do
for everything.
Yeah.
So there'll be tips right around the country.
Tips out of your kazoo if you want to be a member.
Yeah.
Jump on board. But boys, let's get straight into the Vic Derby because we're actually on the clock here.
We are on the
clock.
We're
about to get kicked out.
We've got lots of good racing this weekend. So yeah, this is a great weekend's racing, and the Golden Eagle's cracker. I just think Autumn Glows are. She just sort of. I think I was more excited about it last year when it was just like wide open.
Yeah,
$7 a field.
Yeah,
yeah. But the racing, those 3 races in Sydney they stack up against the 9 races in Melbourne.
Yeah, I think last year's Golden Eagle produced 10 subsequent Group 1 winners.
Yeah, definitely 8, maybe 9, maybe 10. But yeah, or maybe like the first 10 home outside of the winner, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Proschini, Ascoli Puccino, it's won a Group 1.
Yeah, she's won one. Steffi won the Doncaster. War Machine won the Stradbroke. Tom Kidden won an All-Star Mile.
Look at you.
They're all his horses, mate.
We'll go through them.
They are a lot of. It was just a cheat code, really.
Yeah, the Golden Eagle.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that. Like I said, a few other races. We're going to start with the Victoria Derby, the elite and historic staying race that officially kicks off the Flemington Melbourne Cup Carnival. It's race 7, Group 1, 2,500 metres, $2 million in the prize pool, and this year's edition looks like an absolute cracker. And although we do have an outright fave with Observer at $2.05, there probably isn't much between the top 3 or 4 in the market. And I dug this one out this morning for you, punters. Only 4 favourites have won it since 2007. The biggest roughie being Rebel Raider at 100 to 1. And since 2008, the average price of the winner has been 20 to 1.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty good race for my pocket actually over the years. Just a little self-trumpet there, but I think Observer looks pretty classy. Like he was very unlucky not to win that Caulfield Guineas, and then
he wouldn't have won it.
He might not have won it, but he was pretty stiff to finish third. I reckon he should have got at least within half.
He would have gave it a shake.
Yeah,
he would have gave it a shake, but I don't think he would have beat the winner.
Maybe not, but then he did come out and he bolted in to win the Vase on Saturday. And Mark Zara throttled him right down. He was probably entitled to do that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. He looks.
I feel like a lot hasn't been made about that.
No, I meant more so Observer was entitled to give that good kick like he did and get away from him. But yeah, Mark knew what he was doing, easing him down. He was never going to get beaten. People saying, oh, he nearly got rolled. No, he was never going to get beaten.
He nearly got rolled.
But anyway, yeah, he looks hard to beat. Do I want to take $2 about him when he's untried at the distance? Not really, but none of them really are. So it's a tough one. I thought the run of Savvy Santa in the Geelong Classic was quite good. I think BJ and I were watching that race, and Beej sort of pointed out that it was going all right in behind them, and sort of hit the line quite nicely. It's bred to win a derby by Savabeel, $23 around it. The one I've got a ticket on is Arabian Prince, but he needs a scratching and he's drawn the extreme outside and he is still a maiden. So there's a few negatives there, but he's one that I think will run 2,500 metres on his ear if he gets.
What do we take here? 16 runners.
16.
Yeah. So
he needs just one scratching. So
yeah.
It's possible. Won't lose sleep over it, but it'd be nice if he gets in the field because I think he would be a good each way play. Craig Williams on, but yeah, it's a tricky little race if you want to bet around the favourite.
Observer looks the class runner, and like you said, was probably a little bit stiff, and then bolted in to win the Vase, and
he looked good in his first prep as well.
Yeah.
Like as a 2-year-old, I don't know what went wrong that day at Flemington, whether he just came to the end of it when he was a beaten short price favourite, but he's gone from strength to strength in the spring, and that Caulfield Guineas form, like it's very similar to what Ma did with Hitotsu a couple of years ago. But
what could have been with Hitotsu?
Well, yeah, he could have been Cox Plate winner.
He won 2 derbies?
Yeah.
Did he win the Vic Derby and the AJC Derby?
2 runs in the autumn, won the Australian Guineas, and then he won the ATC Derby. He went 16 to 24, and
I remember.
We never saw him again.
He was well back too. Good race. Observer's obviously the one to beat. I think it was a good win in the Vase. It did look good to the eye, like the easing down to the line, and you thought, potentially the second horse hasn't gone that good because the winner was eased down. But Providence recorded the best last 200 metres of the meeting. The second best last 200 was Von Hawk. So, he had the race shape against you. You'd suggest that he is going to eat up 2,400 metres. The draw isn't ideal, but it's a big field, and these staying races, I don't think it really matters. O'Shamus didn't have the best of luck in that race. He was probably clear a little bit too late, but he didn't have the closing speed of Providence. I actually backed O'Shamus at Goulburn first up in a maiden, and he got beat. So, he's a... I hope he doesn't win a derby in the same prep. But I think Providence is the value in the race at around $6.50.
Autumn Mystery. Have you had a look at this horse?
Yeah, I black booked him off his second up run at Sandown. I thought it was really good. He got a long way back and closed off, and then he got beat at $1.30, so I kind of penned him, and he's just won 2 really slowly run races his last couple, so I don't know. Blake Shin's a positive wide draw against, but maybe they roll forward. I don't know.
It's the bet I want to have, but there's a question mark there.
Yeah, he's the horse. You look at his 2-year-old form, and that's what kind of intrigued me off his second up run. This preparation was, you go, well, look at his 2-year-old form. They ran him in a Blue Diamond. They ran him in a couple of those sort of lead ups. So obviously the opinion was there, and he was just crying out for a mile. And turns out that he was wanting a little bit further. So respect him for sure.
Yeah. So your bet's going to be.
I'm going to stick.
So we're moving away from the favourite, is what I'm trying to say. We got to get our tips.
Yeah, I think Observer. If you were gun to my head and had $100 to spend, I'd probably have it on Observer. Just if it was if I was desperate for the cash, but I think Arabian Prince and Savvy Santa are the 2 that I'd play at each way prices. Maybe I just have 50 on both of them and blast out.
Sounds like a plan, Lloydie.
He's gone from, if he's desperate for money, to having a blast out.
I
like where his head's at.
You got to blast out.
I like where his head's at.
I'll have my 100 on Providence straight out at $6.50.
I don't know. I like Autumn Mystery, but like I said, it's Observer's just too hard to ignore. I think I have to have Observer on top.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm going to have a small little bet.
Quinella.
The Quinella.
I quite like what you've done there with the $100 strategy. Yeah.
Well, I got $80 on Observer and $20 on the Quinella, maybe.
Oh, that's so soft.
Bringing it to $20 at $11.
I just have the 100 at the 11s.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know where you're at. You don't know where you're at. You've gone from desperate to money to blasting out.
Well, it depends.
Not knocking it though. I like it. It is. What is it? Race 7. So you
it's
you do have those thoughts going through your head. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We can post up our $100 strategy.
Post it, yeah.
Let's get into the Coolmore Stud Stakes. So it's straight to the sprint action at the race before the Derby, race 6 at Flemington, the Coolmore Stud Stakes, Group 1, 1,200 metres. Another $2 million in prize money. And since it was moved to Derby Day in 2006, which I think it was also when it got Group 1 status, 6 winners have come via the Roman Console and 4 through the Golden Rose. Beedman had no luck. Very fast Roman Console.
Yeah, it was good on the clock that day.
Yeah.
Comparatively to Gangster Granny's win. So the older horses. So who's that horse? Napoleonic came out of that race and bolted in. So, yeah, I guess if you like him, there's a bit on the board. I'm with the favourite, though. I like Tentaris.
My best bet the other week.
Best bet last start, yeah. He went into the Black Book off his first up run here over the 1100. He just peaked on his efforts. And then, he got to Caulfield and you wouldn't have wanted to have been on him at any stage in the run, really. He was back last on the fence and Raging Force looked off and gone, but he just he extended very nicely to get the job done. Came from the clouds, bang on. He's a winner over this track. Granted, it was a dead heat back in the Talendert in February, and then he was probably a bit stiff not to win the Blue Diamond. He beat a few of these in the Todman at his next start in this final run of the autumn. He beat Bavark that day, and he's the one that comes here off a Golden Rose win. So I think he's the one with this has been his sole grand final all prep. A few of these have been set to peak in a Golden Rose and then come here a month between runs. Whereas it's sort of, Coolmore Stud Stakes has been the one that the Freedmans have circled for Tentaris. So I'm with him, but there's probably not a whole lot of value around for him at 380.
I like this race. Happy to be against Beedman. I think that's the B grade form. He had the flashing light and he clearly should have won. But even if I tack on a length to him, it doesn't get him anywhere near that $5 quote. In the market, Tentaris is a good horse. I like the way he powered through the line last start. But is that the B grade form? Because you've got Raging Force come out of the run to the Rose and got pennelled in that race and then hit back, looked a winner. Tentaris got over the top of him late. But Tentaris was a good 2-year-old. He was potentially going to start favourite in a Golden Slipper. He has the scalp of Bavark earlier in his career. So he can win. I think he's a key danger. Bavark, that win last start was out of this world. And if he reproduces that win, he just wins this race. But he wasn't indicating that he was going to do it prior to that performance. So I have to regress him off that. It stamped him as potentially a future star, but until he's done it a couple of times in a row, put together some consistency, I probably couldn't take him at the top of the market. The one that I want to play, and I'm going to have my $100 straight out on, is Sky Hook. I think that he is over the odds. He's around $12, $13 at the moment. Big win first up, and then second up, he should have clearly beat Bavark. That was behind Tempted. He should have got much closer to Tempted. He was held up at a key stage and he really surged through the line. I want to forgive that beaten margin. And then last start, he had absolutely no luck in that Golden Rose. That was a very fast Golden Rose. He was 3 deep without cover. He was working. He got up outside the leader in Bavark to all the stars aligned and he demolished them. But this horse never shirked his task after a very tough run. He was coming back through the line. We've seen Autumn Boyd come out of that race after having a tough run and put up a big performance, winning the Caulfield Guineas. So I think Sky Hook, he can bounce back. I think he's met Bavark 3 times in his career and he started shorter than him in the market in each of those 3. So I think that he bounces back here. And I think at around $12, I think he'll start shorter than that.
I think it's $14 most
a
places.
fair shake.
Oh, I like it, Beach.
Yeah.
$100 on. I'm with you. I'm going to stick with
You're sticking with
my
your
horse. It's a late claim of this horse.
Yeah.
Empire Rose Stakes, Group 1, 1,600 metres for fillies and mares. And since 2010, we have had roughies dominate this race. Winners at $16, $31, 21s, 26s, 41s, 16s, and 21s, including Pride of Jenny, who won it 2 years back, 23, I reckon.
Right. Yep.
It's $16.
Wow.
If you nabbed that, you would have been the biggest Pride of Jenny fan.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what she beat. I don't know what she beat that day, but I reckon I was on it. Whatever had second to her, something that got a long way back and closed off nicely. But she adds a bit of intrigue because there's probably not a whole lot of speed in this race outside of her. A lot of back markers in it. She sort of brought Fangirl undone the last few times they've clashed. I don't actually think Fangirl has won a race that Pride of Jenny's been in, so it just takes her out of her comfort zone.
They're going to have to be very
Alert.
Yeah,
you'd think so. I think it's sort of a race that you could have a couple of bets in it. Like
in saying that, you On Display and Lazura were futures tips.
Yeah, so Blake
on
tipped
the podcast.
Lazura as a futures tip, and I've tipped On Display, but like I wasn't really expecting it to be as strong as this. So On Display, like we've got pretty much the same price that she is now. We've been sitting on a ticket for 8 weeks.
The same.
But like, I like the fact that she comes here fresh, like she did when she was a moral beaten in a Group 3 in Adelaide. Yes, not as strong as this race, but they've really just set her for this race all along. So I'm happy with the ticket. I really liked the run of Benadryl first up at Caulfield against Zoo Sensation and King Zephyr over 1,400 metres. She was really good through the line, so she's one I could entertain at $23 as well. Lazura's going well, but the one that I probably will be tipping on top is Like a Lucy for Chris Waller and Mark Zara, because I think she's one that will relish a hot tempo. I think she can settle a bit closer than what we've seen from her. So she won 6 in a row in New Zealand, including the New Zealand Oaks over 2,400. Then she came to Sydney. She started $4 in the ATC Oaks behind Treasure the Moment. She was a good run that day, beaten only a length. And then in 2 runs this prep, she's just been kept to 1,400 in a mile. She drew 11 of 13 first up, 10 of 10 second up. So she's gone right back to last both times, had the flashing light on her. Now she's third up. She draws barrier 3. She's been inclined to lay in, so they've put the near side blinker on her, just the one-eyed blinker. I reckon there's intent here to go forward and land nice and close from barrier 3, and a good fast run mile I think will really suit her.
The one-eyed blinker. That is.
Yeah.
Who'd you tip, sorry?
Like a Lucy.
Like a Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sticking with Lazura?
No, I'm Lazura's not my tip. Yeah, as Lloydie said, I didn't expect Fangirl and Pride of Jenny to turn up in a race like this. Well, maybe one of them, not the both of them. I think Lazura's going well, and I think we took $26 about her. So
Just trying to have a look now.
$10. $10. I'm happy enough to have my ticket on her, and I hope she wins. But I can't tip her. Like a Lucy, I watched that run last start, and I was thinking, I'm gonna really love that run. But she just had the race shape to suit. I did like the way that she hit the line, and she's probably going to get. I'm not going to say the tempo that she got last start, because Pride of Jenny hasn't been going as hard as she has earlier in her career. In her last 2 runs, they've been the slowest she's gone in her last 10 or so. So I don't think they're going to go helter-skelter here. So happy enough to be against Like a Lucy at the price. Idle Flyer, she's a jet. Has it all come a little bit too quick for her? Not sure, but she just keeps raising the bar every time they take it to the races. On Display, she's had excuses at her last 2. So $20 $26 might be a little bit of value about her. But I think it's the two at the top of the market. I think they're the class, and that's obvious. Pride of Jenny, I don't want to back her. I don't think she hasn't been consistent recently.
Yeah.
She's been putting in a good one, a bad one, a good one, a bad one, a good one, a bad one. And she's probably due for a good one now after putting in a little bit of a below average performance last start. But I just couldn't chime into her at $4.60 given the fact that she mixes her form. I think Fangirl is the one. I think $4 is a great price about her. Two back, she was really good winning, putting up a big figure in a race that she won last year as well. That was the Seven Stakes, a race that's sort of just been put on for her in Sydney. Last start, she just had the wide draw again. She went back to last. She spotted them 8 lengths at the 800 and she hit the line strongly. She sort of just peaked on her effort late, but she did have the wide draw against. The market trended towards her late. I think she was $5.50 into around $4.60, but she can settle much closer here from the middle draw. She can get a suck run. Last year they went to the Champions Mile on the last day of the carnival, and Pride of Jenny was in that race.
That was Pride of Jenny. That was Alligator Blood and Mr. Brightside. That was a great race, wasn't it?
No, that was Mr. Brightside, Antino, Steffi Magnetica, broadsiding Pride of Jenny. I think,
I'm going a year before.
Alligator Blood would have been the year before.
Yeah.
But yeah, the figure that she put up there would win this race, and I think she's going equally well this time around. So I think from the better draw, you can expect Fangirl to hit back hard.
I think Pride of Jenny, 9 Group 1 losses in a row too, but who's counting?
Why did you say it was such a fucking shit-eating grin on that one?
He was the flop. She was
the flop of the...
Yeah.
Was that at the...
Was it Autumn?
No, that was the last prep when she won.
Yeah, she won.
Straight away.
She won straight away this prep too.
Well, I'm going to sit on the futures tickets you guys tipped because I never have them. I feel like I never have overs. I never have futures tickets. I've got overs on one of them, so go Lazura and On Display.
I hope Lazura wins. Be good.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Be very happy about that.
Nice little booster.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Sydney. Not Rose Hill.
Not Rose
Hill. We're going to Randwick. Sorry, man. Golden Eagle. The $10 million race 8 at Randwick. Autumn Glow aiming to remain unbeaten. Could follow inaugural winner and stablemate Colding to do the Epsom Golden Eagle double. Panya Tower looking to become the second Japanese winner. Obanburamai.
That's the one.
Oh, we were there that year.
We
were. And Osmosis won. That's right. I totally forgot about that weekend. We were down there for a gig, and then Osmosis won the Coolmore. Who did we back in that Golden Eagle?
We backed Arcadia Queen. Not Arcadia Queen. The WA horse. What's its name?
Amelia's Jewel.
Amelia's Jewel.
Yeah. Got chopped in half.
Yeah, that's right. I think I backed...
That was devastating.
I reckon I backed Pericles, and he looked home for all money, and then Obanburamai snuck up the inside. Or, no, it was... There was a bit of a rort, I reckon, and it was that to win a Group 1 race or something like that, and the Golden Eagle was classified as a Group 1 for the sake.
Like they classed it.
And he was a bigger price in that market than he was in the actual Golden Eagle. So I backed him.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you are a superstar.
Well, he's a
superstar roader.
Tell me what he does when we don't see him. Is he just at home on these apps just
looking
fine? Just
for rorts?
Yeah, he does. He looks for
None
the
he
rorts.
gets
cut
off all the time.
No,
they know.
No, I'm pretty good.
He's a roader.
They know. You're too smart for him.
That got beat, so
they were too smart for
They were too smart for me.
Lloydie, if they're offering the price,
take it.
Take it.
Yeah,
that's right. They want you to take it.
Seagulls 11 is owned by EPL players from Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah, well named.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be out here because it's the middle of their season.
Yeah. How are Brighton and Hove Albion going?
No good this season, I think. They had a good year.
I know that team. You know,
Yeah, the Seagulls.
The Seagulls, yeah.
Yeah.
Red and white?
No, blue and white.
Yeah, I knew it was white.
Hence the silks of blue and white stripes as well.
It all makes sense now.
They're mid-table, 13th at the moment. They've won 3 games. They're going okay.
All right, just before we kick off, what, like, just if you looked at the foundations, because 10% of the prize money goes to a charity, which one would you pick?
Where are these foundations?
Oh,
They're on Racing New South
do you want
Wales.
to read it out to us?
All right.
This might be better for the podcast.
Evaporate, the Mark Hughes Foundation,
Yep.
Feroce Red Kite, Linebacker, Dreams to Live For, Seeples, Street Side Medics, Willie Do It, Sporting Chance Cancer Foundation, Fully Lit, Royce Simmons Foundation, Depth of Character, Muscular Dystrophy New South Wales, Lord Penman, the Sony Foundation, Mayfair, Down Syndrome New South Wales, Shangri-La Spring, Camp Quality, Crystal Clear, Young Care, Panja Tower, Ronald McDonald House, Seagulls 11, Ricky Stewart Foundation, Autumn Glow, Friends of the Matter Foundation, Perfumist, Humpty Dumpty Foundation, Modella, the Fordham Foundation.
Obviously, all good causes.
Great causes.
And I'll say this. If I back a winner on the weekend, I'm going to donate. I feel like that charitable spirit at the moment as well. I didn't know that about this race.
That's a good call.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
good.
going
It's
to.
very good.
Let's all do it. Let's all
Very
do
good.
it.
Yeah.
Let's do our 10% of our combined winnings, and if we don't win, it's just $100 each or something. You got to have backup for it. I know yours.
Mine would be definitely Ronald
Panya
McDonald
Tower,
House
yeah.
or Camp Quality.
I think one of the dreams to live for. I think
Shangri-La
that's
Spring,
similar
he
as well.
probably can't win. Panja Tower, he's got a good hope.
Yeah. Yep. I think Ricky Stewart Foundation won it last year with, Lake Forest?
Lake Forest last year.
Yeah.
$19, mind you.
Yeah. Well, Camp Quality, I reckon we did a fair bit with Camp Quality in high school. So
Oh, did you?
I think so.
Shout out to anyone that volunteers and does stuff like that.
Yeah.
You guys are the greatest. I wish I win and I'm Thunderstruck came through the Toorak. That's what's happened here with Evaporate, Seapills and Feroce. Is this where we're looking in this race, Nick?
I don't know what to do with this race, to be honest, Sam. I'm kind
Throwing
of
darts.
in the corner of let's kill Bambi and let's see Autumn
here
Glow
we
get
go.
beaten.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't. She's good. No knocking that. She's obviously comes here off an Epsom win, but I thought it was a pretty poor Epsom, and everything went her way that day. So I'm kind of looking around her from a price point of view, but I just don't really know where to look. For the sake of a tip, I'll tip the Japanese horse Panya or Panja Tower just because they've got a good record when they come out here. But I don't know. Leave me out. You'll have something, Beach.
Dave Stanley was saying that it costs Japanese horses over $300,000 to come out here.
Yeah.
So,
It's got to go
Why?
okay.
First class.
No,
Must
it's
be.
because
Up the front of
he
the
said
plane.
something like that they have to pay the airline to
Put a flight on or something, do they?
they must go on. I don't know, but they have to pay the airline.
Where's this going?
They have to pay the airline to because they have to get adjoining flights, so they have to pay the airline to delay the flight so that they
Yeah.
Right,
match up
okay,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Right.
So yeah, well, the key point there is it costs them a fortune to get out
Yeah.
here, so that means that
They wouldn't come if they didn't
think that they'd be a good chance of taking home.
And so Oban Burumai won it. Ascoli Pacino started favourite last year.
she had no. She was given a.
Yeah,
She drew the car park.
she
too.
did. Yeah. So I'm happy to side with him for the sake of.
What
a
was the
tip.
charity for Autumn Glow? Do you remember? You
Charity
still got it
for
open?
Autumn Glow is Friends of the Matter Foundation. I'm not sure what the cause
have
is
a
there,
quick
but
The
look.
Marta, wouldn't it?
Mater.
The
MATER?
hospitals,
MATE? Yeah, that's MATER. Okay. Well, it's the hospitals.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
There's one in Sydney. There's one in Brisbane as well, isn't there, Armada?
Yeah, there's one in Rocky.
Yeah. I was going to say that next.
Yeah.
I think Autumn Glow.
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Keep going.
I think Autumn Glow is obviously the one to beat. She's 7 from 7. She's coming off her first Group 1 win. Her last 4 figures are clearly superior to anything else that any horse in the race has produced. So she'd have to stub her toe to get beat here. I have to tip her. I think $2.50 is relatively well found. I think the market will push back slightly against her. I have her rated around $2.50. So yeah, that $2.15 is short enough. But I clearly think that she's the one to beat. If you're looking for value in the race, Evaporate. I thought he was terrific last start. He's been terrific at his last 2, working wide 2 back and getting the job done. And then last start, he was again working wide on a fast tempo and hit the line strongly. We've seen that horse of Gollins come out, Transatlantic, and frank that form. Linebacker, terrific last start. Wide, no cover, and he was simply too good. That was the Silver Eagle. He'd have to come up from that performance to get near Autumn Glow, but he's a horse that's on the way up, and you would suggest that given the fact that he was already in this race prior to his Silver Eagle win, he wouldn't have been completely screwed down there. Panja Tower, respect the Japanese horses, but I think that Autumn Glow is clearly the one to beat. Depth of Character could be a good 100-1 shot. I don't think he can win, but he had 0 luck in that Silver Eagle. I wish he had went to that race in Melbourne. He was a dual acceptor, but I don't think they're going there.
Yeah, he's an interesting horse.
I've got a mate that only comes out of the woodwork to tip me one every now and again. Last year he was on fire. I haven't heard from him all year this year. All year. Heard from him yesterday. It was Linebacker.
Who? There you go.
Just a friend.
ChatGPT.
No, I've been waiting for him all year, and he just popped up yesterday, and it was Linebacker.
Interesting.
I do think Autumn Glow will be the promo horse.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of bookies will go. So if you are looking for promos this weekend, head to Punters HQ, see our tips, see this episode on YouTube, and et cetera, et cetera. I reckon Autumn Glow is going to be the horse that they promo. The Russell Balding Stakes, formerly the Russell Full Head of Hair Stakes. They're only not laughing because I've already done this joke. When I told it the first time, they lost it. Race 7, Randwick, 1,300 metres, $3 million in prize money. Was this the winner's stake? So it was the Everest winner
from the year before.
So
this should be the Bella Nipotina Stakes.
Oh, what a loss.
Yeah. She's won it.
Who's Russell Balding? I want to know.
He was the CEO or the chairman of Racing New South Wales or something like that. I reckon he's named it after himself.
He's given himself a $3 million race on the way out, probably.
Yeah.
I hope he's... Oh, can we just make sure this bloke's alive?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Just double check.
I think he is. I think that apparently he's the chairman of the board of directors of Cab Charge Australia.
Wow, that's where he went.
Wow.
Just getting workers home.
Give it back to Bella Nipotina.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
I reckon it's been maybe the Russell Balding 2 years in a row and Bella's won. Oh, no, she's won this race the last 2 years, but...
Yeah, this race because it was
the Everest, but yeah, so
still
won it the year before.
Well, it could be the greatest robbery of the spring.
Could be.
Russell.
Could be.
We're looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him too.
Is it the guy I'm thinking of? Yeah.
He's balding.
He is balding. Yeah.
I mean, he's older. He's 73, so he's held on to the hair for a long time. But
He's going better than me.
He's going to Russell Balding.
Yep.
Oh, that's devastating. 6 years this race has been going. 5 winners have come through the Everest. As you said, Bella won it the last 2 years. And boys, cracking race. Briasa, Lady Shenandoah, Jimmy Star, War Machine, Marzu, all out of the Everest this year. And surely we don't really look outside of that.
She would have come through the Sydney Stakes.
She did.
The first time she won it.
Yep,
So that's the outlier.
Ah, yeah.
it is.
But then the year after,
She won
it's
the
Cancer
Everest.
Yeah.
Yep. Jim,
I reckon we, on that day
Yeah.
that we were in Sydney, we backed Private Eye.
you did. You're home for all money.
And he was home. And,
And
Bella,
Bella.
Do you remember
surged to beat
yeah.
him.
we were with someone? It was Zamet.
Yeah.
And Zamet went to collect the ticket.
Yeah, he was, he...
And Private
Early
Eye got
crow.
beat.
watching.
Private Eye.
The early
was all
crow.
over.
I forgot.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I was trying to get in my head. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
this
home
race.
for all money.
He was.
Yeah.
How he got beat, I still don't know.
Yeah. That's grim. I reckon
Yeah.
Jimmy Starr's a put in, take out job, isn't he? Like, he was the run of the race in the Everest. He was wide, no cover from barrier 11, and he's only been beaten a length and a half by Kai Ying Rising, who's the best sprinter in the world, and Tempted, who had a nice cushy run. Lady Shenandoah was good late, but she's drawn barrier 13 here. Briasa, I thought, was a bit disappointing in the Everest. Ditto War Machine. I don't really want to look at too many of the other ones. Jimmy's just going to get a lovely run from barrier 4. 1,300 more his go-to, I think, and there's sort of good pressure here, which should really suit him. So, yeah, I think $2.80, you just click and collect.
Any love for this year's Sydney Stakes winner? The
Rothfire.
big
I backed him to start.
thriller from Chinchilla.
Backed him to start before at $15, and he.
What price did he
went
win
awful.
it was $13.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he goes Zach Purton to Jason Collett. So, with all due respect to Jason Collett, that's a downgrade. And this is a tougher race. Like, he beat many of these home there. So, I guess you could give him a chance. What did Golden
Just had
Mile?
a couple of
I'll have to watch the
clams
replay
on
and see,
Rothfire.
watch that Sydney Stakes a bit more. But, Golden Mile was one that interested me going into that race, and he's $51. So, maybe you could entertain him back up to 1,300 set weights and penalties. But, yeah, no, I think Jimmy will be too good.
Lucky, you like one?
I think there's two main hopes, and it's Jimmy Starr and Briasa. I agree that Jimmy Starr was the best run in the Everest outside of the winner. He was 3 deep and working, and he was really still very strong through the line. His work, after the post, was great. I think he was in front 50 metres past the post. He started the same price as Briasa. I think there's too much between them. Jimmy Starr's $2.80 and Briasa's $6. Briasa wasn't given much hope there as well. So he was back and wide and had a big squeeze between the 6 and the 200 metres, and he just peaked on his effort late. He can get a much suckier run here, and Jimmy Starr can miss the start, can be slightly slow to begin. So if he is slightly slow to begin from that low draw, then he's going to have to navigate a little bit of traffic, and Briasa might be off and gone. And Briasa did beat him at the previous run. Jimmy Starr was sort of beaten by the gate there, but Briasa showed that electric turn of foot between the 4 and the 200 metres and put the race away. Was never really in danger. So I'm going to back Briasa at the $6, but Jimmy Starr is clearly the one to beat.
I'm no more educated on that race.
That's good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Like I said, I have a couple of bucks on Big Rothy. Let's do a quick tip. Have you got a lay of the day or anything for us? We're going to wait till Saturday for the lay of the day.
No, I did have a lay of the day. I just got to remember what it was.
Lay of the day is actually the perfect segment for you because
Yeah, I love getting horses beaten. I just can't remember who it was because I did think I had one. Oh, yeah. Let's go the last race at Flemington.
okay.
Save the best till last. Let's lay Generosity for Tommy Barry and CJ Waller. I just don't think she's done enough to warrant being favourite in what is a very wide open race. I know BJ likes one at odds, and I could make a case for a few of them in the race. I know she's not overly short, she's $4.50 or thereabouts, but I think she just ran third to Jolie Star and Briasa by default because everything else in the race was no good, and she was sort of lapped by them, and I'm happy to be against her.
Lay of the days, Black Bookers, on the Betfair app, make sure you're following the leg up. Make sure you got those notifications turned on.
All right, well, if he's going to lay one in the last at Flemington, I'll go there and I'll give you one at odds. I think right down the bottom, 14, Flying for Fun can measure up here. She's around $19. I think she's flying. You can tie in the form with a couple of these. So last start at Warwick Farm, she had the wide draw again. She was getting restrained. She clocked the best last 8, 6, 4, and 200 metres of the meeting there. Coal Crusher has come out of that race and ran really well in the Sydney Stakes. So you can line that up with Generosity, who is one of the favoured horses in this race. Last preparation, she went down narrowly to She's Got Pizzazz. She's Got Pizzazz was wide and working last start behind She's Bulletproof. So you can tie that in there. She draws wide. Jordan Childs in the saddle. She's got an electric turn of foot. So if she sees gaps late, she might just be diving through and hopefully she gets a nose down on the line at that $19 quote.
I like the wide draw up the straight at Flemington too.
Well, it depends. Do they usually go inside early in the carnival and outside late in the carnival?
I think it can depend. I'm pretty sure this first day, I reckon they'll be almost coming wide anyway, and then it might sort of start to even up a little bit. But yeah,
they usually come straight down the middle in the
Coolmore.
The Coolmore, do they?
Yeah.
Which
That
is weird
seems
because
familiar.
you got the 3-year-olds. You'd think that they'd want to follow.
Put it like this:
fence.
Generosity drawn 1 isn't where I'd want to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Straight races should have a drone.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Oh, they probably do.
Helicopter.
No, I just feel like it'd be a much better spectacle.
I don't particularly like straight racing.
No, I don't like the viewing of it.
I don't like the betting on it either because
right.
if you're on the wrong part of the track, then
Yeah, I
Your
can see
dose
that.
done early.
No, I love it.
He's the ultimate fan.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Well
you,
done, Lloydie.
punters. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. May the punting gods be in your favour. Gamble responsibly and
Fill your boots.
fill your boots.
slay the bookies.
Slay 'em.
All right. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.